Harambee! Neno hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome back to our channel once again. Assuming we go for an election in the Republic of Kenya today, and in that polling booth, you are provided with a ballot paper. And that ballot paper has only 3 names. The name of President William Samoei Arap Ruto, who is defending his seat, the name of Fred Okengo Matiang'i, and the name of David Maraga. The 3 only. Who would you vote for as the next president of the Republic of Kenya? I can bet that majority of you guys on this platform will definitely pick David Maraga. But what about the ordinary person on the ground? Because it's not very clear that ground politics and online politics are totally different ballgames. David Maraga learned that this week during a burial in Nyamira. He was heckled, he was booed, and he was embarrassed right before the audience in his own backyard.
Kisii ndio mwana sana sehemu mkutano yao ile kuyaiga. Viongozi wote ambao mko hapa ninawasalimu. Catherine ambao amelala, watoto wake na jamii yake, nasema pole sana. Tumekuwa nanyi kutoka Nairobi. Huyu ni mama alikuwa shujaa. Huyu mama Catherine anatoka kwangu nyumbani. Na wakati mwingi njare kunuka umwana minto. When I decided to run for presidency 2027, yeye ni mmoja wa wale ambao nilizungumza na wao, nikaomba ushauri wao, na aliniambia kwa sababu alikuwa mtu ya human rights na anajua hiyo ndio mimi nafuatilia, angeniunga mkono mpaka mwisho. Kwa hivyo nimempoteza mama ambayo ni dada yangu, nimempoteza my father, na nimempoteza mtu ambao angesimama pamoja naye. Nataka kuambia kitu moja. Mimi nimesimama, nitaenda mpaka mbele. Ile serikali iko. Vile serikali imeendelea, ile wizi ambao inaendelea, ile kutatii sheria ambao inaendelea, tutafuata mpaka mwisho, na mimi nitasimamia haki. Tuwe pamoja nanyi, tuendelee na kazi iendelee. Mungu awabariki sana.
And because in politics nothing happens out of mere coincidence, in this video I want us to analyze why David Maraga was humiliated, was embarrassed, and was ashamed in his own constituency. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, let us go back from where we began. If elections were held in the Republic of Kenya, and we have only 3 candidates, that is Ruto, Maraga, and Matiang'i, who would you vote for? I want to read your vote now because I want to place a bet on it. But one thing is very clear, that there are those who will be voting for William Ruto because they want to be part and parcel of the next government, and because they believe that William Ruto as an incumbent will not be easily removed. Then there are those who will be voting for change, And they believe that the person who can actually change the country is none other than David Maraga. And then there are those who will be voting for someone who is tried and tested in terms of service delivery. Those people will be voting for none other than, in my view, Fred Okengo Matiang'i. But why do you think the residents of Nyamira decided to humiliate one of their own in their own backyard? The first reason, in my view, why Maraga was humiliated, heckled, and embarrassed in his own backyard is because there is this story that Maraga is a state project. And a state project should do only one work: to frustrate and to sabotage or to undermine none other than Fred Okengo Matiang'i. The Gusii region settled on one man as the next presidential candidate from the community. That is Fred Matiang'i. And Matiang'i is being embraced in the Gusii region fully, to an extent that even people like Simba Arati, the ODM deputy party leader, who is also the governor of Kisii, is finding it very, very difficult to advance the ODM politics in the region. And they believe that the reason why Maraga is being propped up is because of the alleged credibility.
Get me that Bible. In the name of God, the creator of the entire universe, I have never taken a bribe, and I will never take a bribe.
That if you were to take Fred Matiang'i and put him here and go and take Maraga and put him alongside Matiang'i, and you start checking the credibility box, the state or the government believes that most Kenyans will be persuaded that Maraga is more credible than Matiang'i. Because of course Maraga, you remember, he was the Chief Justice, he nullified the election. So far, no corruption allegations against him. For Matiang'i, they always allege that Ruaraka scandal, having served as the cabinet secretary for interior, the police brutality during that time, But the Gusii region are now telling Maraga, you can go for the presidency, you can run for the presidency. We won't have any problem with that. But here, we have settled on Fred Matiang'i because wewe ni kibaraka wa serikali.
Just relax. Wait. In due course, you will make up your mind yourself whether or not I'm a state project. We are going to. We are talking. I told you we are talking with people. It is at the end of the day, the choice is the people's choice. If you asked me, I will tell you. I'm the right one. The other one will also say it's the right one. At the end of the day, it is the people who will decide.
Number two, why he was humiliated is because the Gusii region have actually settled on Matiang'i as the kingpin. That is the fact. And they are going to front Matiang'i as the sole presidential candidate. And I don't want to blame Matiang'i or any other person for this. I want to blame David Maraga. Our politics is tribal. You must start from the tribal angle. Maraga was the first to declare his interest for the presidency. But he was banking on the agencies. So he focused at the national level. Matiang'i then went to the ground, assigned his team to do the groundwork. He was in the US at that time. When he came back, the first stop for Matiang'i was a massive homecoming in his county. Maraga was still busy chasing the agencies. The truth is, the Gusii community are telling Maraga that as a community, our presidential candidate, the person we are going to support, is none other than Fred Okengo Matiang'i. Number three, why he was heckled, I think is about the scramble for the Gen Z votes. Maraga positioned himself as the Gen Z candidate. In fact, if this was a concert for the Gen Zs, he would have been cheered widely. But this was a funeral in the village, attended by villagers, the actual voters there. So the truth of the matter is that Maraga is banking on the Gen Zs. But where are the Gen Zs?
I'm shocked someone thinks Matiang'i is the candidate of any young person. Yeah. We know Matiang'i as the strongman of the Jubilee regime that put this country in extreme crazy debt, as the guy who occupied the office of the deputy president during the Jubilee regime. We know him as the strongman internal security minister. We know him for the Ruaraka land saga. No one knows Matiang'i for any good. Yes, exactly. And the killings during COVID and all of those things. So anyone who thinks Matiang'i is a savior, lost,
yeah,
I would argue.
Okay, guys, if it's not Ruto, if it's not Matiang'i, if it's not Baba, Salasia.
Oh, no.
Guys, give me a name. Give me a name.
People voted
Guys,
for
give me one name. Don't give me an essay.
Our name right now is neither here nor there. It's useless. The people will chant whatever it is that they want to chant, but when the time comes and the right person comes along,
Okay.
he will
Mark,
go.
what do you say? You're laughing over there in the corner.
No, but you see,
Do we have a name?
Me?
No, do we have a name?
No, I will vote for William Ruto.
What?
That's fine.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah, I will vote for
What?
Wajira, you heard him?
Why?
No, because of
Why would
many
you vote
reasons,
for
but, because of also, there's one thing that there's a general feeling that I'm getting, especially among these panelists, and there's one thing. Elections are not won via a momentum feeling. And I think this is something that perhaps most young people may not understand. Election is a process, okay? Election is not like a one-day thing like the finance bill that you go and turn it down. Okay, election is a process. It's something that you believe in 2 years.
You haven't asked the question, Mark. She's asking you why Ruto. She's asking.
I think William Ruto has done fairly well.
Done what?
He has.
Can you bank on the Gen Zs to deliver the presidency? That is the question which Maraga should answer after what happened in Kisii. Because this was a funeral. In a funeral as big as that, you would have expected all generation to be there. But it was being heckled, which means the support base is banking on the Gen Zs are nowhere. And lastly, what Maraga experienced is actually the political reality on the ground. It's different from the illusions. I remember when Peter Kenneth contested, was it for the Nairobi gubernatorial seat or was it the presidency? The number of votes he got, the actual votes, while online he was everywhere. When Miguna contested for the Nairobi gubernatorial seat, he was winning in all online votes. But the actual vote did not favor him. That is a message which David Maraga must actually take seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.